Happy New Year, everyone. We're now in our third quarter, week 17 and 18, with our topic Logical Connectors.
This video is for educational purposes only. Uploading it in any social media platform is not allowed.
Objective: at the end of the lesson, you should be able to link sentences using logical connectors that signal chronological and logical sequence and summation. Logical connectors are used to join or connect two ideas that have a particular relationship. It's either sequential time, reason and purpose, adversative, or shall we say opposition and or unexpected result and condition. So it is very important to study connectors because magagamit nyo ito tuwing susulat kayo ng paragraph or shall we say essay. Or also kung gagawa kayo ng speech. Kapag nag-speech kayo sa harap, mas madaling maintindihan kapag mayroong logical connectors. Following are examples of connectors. We have the numerical. Numerical means number. So when you are going to plot your idea, you can use these connectors. First, in the first place, second, secondly, third, thirdly. Para maintindihan na maayos kung ano yung nauna at saka yung sa huli. Para masunod-sunod yung mga event na tinutukoy mo. So, mas madaling maintindihan ng mga readers or your listeners. Okay? Another example is beginning. Okay? When you are at the beginning of your output or your speech, you can use the connectors at first, to start with, to begin with, for a start, first of all, initially. So these are some example of connectors. In continuation of your writings or your output or your speech, you can also use previously, after this, afterwards, eventually, subsequently, before this, next, and then. Also, in conclusion, you can use finally, eventually, at last, in the end, last but not the least, as a final point, lastly, to conclude. And in summation, in conclusion, to sum up, to summarize, in summary, in sum. So, for example, nag-discuss ka ng mga topic, tapos sa huli, sasabihin mo, to sum up our discussion, diba ganon, mas maintindihan at mas klaro sa mga nakikinig sa'yo or nung nagbabasa ng yung mga output. Okay, so these logical connectors help us organize our set of ideas. Para magiging effective yung communication mo, you can use this powerful tool for both writer and for the reader. It also help you well organize your outline of information. For example, here we have How to Cook Pancit Filipino by Lydia Castillo. So, observe the connectors that she used. Okay? First, soak sotanghon in cold water to soften, and then cut into desired length. Ano do yung unang gagawin? Second, heat oil and fry garlic until brown. Third, add onion and shrimp and cook for a few minutes. Then, add sitaw, puso ng saging, and sliced eggplants. Stir occasionally. Meanwhile, pound the heads of the shrimp and add enough water to make stock. Strain and pour the stock into the cooking vegetables. When vegetables are half done, add the sotanghon and flaked fish. Next, season with soy sauce, salt, and pepper. Cook, stirring occasionally for 15 minutes. Just before removing dish from heat, add the minced kinchay. Finally, serve dish with calamansi. So as you can observe, you know how to follow the direction. It is because she used the logical connectors. So ano yung ginamit niya? Mga numerical connectors, right? So gumamit siya ng first, second, third, tapos in continuation, meron siyang then, meanwhile, next, and then, yung conclusion niya, she used finally. So, yan yung mga gamit ng ating logical connectors para magiging powerful at mas maintindihan yung sinusulat mo, especially in essay also, you can use these connectors. Next is chronological order. Uses time as a frame reference by detailing what happens from the beginning to the end. Ibig sabihin, yung time ang palatandaan niya kung saan nagsimula hanggang sa dulo. Okay? For example, you can use the years from 2001 to 2022. Ano yung nangyari? So, pasunod-sunod yan. Chronological order. It's either from the end to the beginning or from the beginning to the end. Basta naka-arrange yung information. So, arrange information according to progression of time. It's either forward or backward. We have here an example. The rehearsal dinner will be on Friday night. Afterward, we are hoping that many of the guests will help to clean the area of tomorrow's wedding. So, what have you observed? What is the logical connector there? Meron tayong afterward. Kasi, hina-highlight doon kung tutulong sa paglilinis yung mga guests. Okay? So, the rehearsal will be on Friday night. Afterward, pagkatapos, we're hoping that many of the guests will help to clean the area for tomorrow's wedding. Next is sequential pattern. It is similar to a chronological pattern but arranges information according to step-by-step sequence that describe a particular process. Kung yung sa chronological pattern ay naka-arrange siya uses as time frame, yun, naka-arrange sa date, yung mga time, this sequential pattern ay naka-arrange din, but according to a step-by-step process. So, yung sequential pattern, ginagamit yun kapag kailangan mo ng direction kung ano yung gagawin. Tulad ng kanina, yung example natin sa Pansit Filipino by Lydia Castillo. Ano yung unang gagawin, pangalawa hanggang sa huli. So, yun yung sequential. Pero yung chronological order, pwede yun yung gagamit niya ng date in 2001 hanggang 2022. So, ano yung nangyari doon? By year. O ganun. Pwede yun. So, this time, I want you to read the story and pay attention to the order of events within the passage. Okay? Signal words are present that indicate the order of events. So, I want you to familiarize or to take a look or to highlight the order of the events. Our story entitled Harvest by Loreto Pararas Sulit. So, you can open your book in pages 326 to 327. So, I want you to read it carefully and take note the order of events. So, activity time. You are going to copy an answer and write it in a one whole sheet of paper. You are going to answer pages 327 to 328, activity 6 and activity 7. Okay? So, submit it February 17, 2022. So, thank you and God bless.